Chloe? Where are you at? It's been a few hours. When are you going to get here?
Well, I'm busy right now, Nora. Unlike you, Miss High School dropout over there. I graduated college with a degree and I'm working full-time now. And I'm doing this all on my own, so I have a lot of things to do. Maybe it's better if you just shut the hell up and leave me alone. The work I'm doing right now requires a great deal of focus, so I can't waste my time talking to you.
I thought that we made plans to meet today, and that's why I texted you. I wanted to see if you were still coming.
You want me to come?
Well, my fiancé is going to be bringing his family over to see Mom and Dad, and I wanted you to be there to meet him as well, right? I told you before that I wanted you to be there and for the wedding once we set a date for it.
Ah, now that you mention it, you did say something about getting hitched, didn't you? I think I was up to my neck in work, though. And I think the idea of some stupid dropout like you getting married wasn't possible. So it just went in one ear and left the other.
Chloe, what are you trying to tell me here?
Doesn't this guy know that once he marries you, his life will only get harder for him? If so, it must mean that he's just as stupid as you. In which case, I don't really want to see two idiots getting married anyway. There's no reason for me to care for such a meaningless relationship. If you still really want his family to meet me, just send them a photo of me or something and that should be enough, right? I just don't really care about meeting any of them, let alone have them know who I am. So you don't have to introduce me to them, okay?
Chloe, what the heck? I told them that you'd already be coming to see them and join them at the wedding. We've even already made plans to cook for you here as well. If you were planning on not coming to both the family meeting and the wedding, then you should have told me sooner.
And I told you that, unlike you, I have a job and I'm too busy to think about talking to a low-life loser like you. I know you couldn't even graduate high school, so I know that you have literally no understanding of what the working world is like. So I just thought that there was no point in me explaining to you why I won't be coming. Okay.
Why are you still using the fact that I dropped out of high school as a reason to talk down to me? Haven't you already learned by now that your obsession with judging people based on their education has lost you so many friends?
What are you talking about? All I did was tell everyone that they weren't on my level, so I didn't need them as friends anymore.
Fine. So you're definitely not coming to see my fiancé's family and to the wedding. Is that what you've decided?
Yep, that's right. And you should know that I wouldn't even be able to hold a conversation with him or his family anyway. Look at me. I graduated a top-level university. And I'm sure that he was only able to make it through community college at most. Am I right or what? If I had to come all the way there to see them, it'd be a waste of my time. And in my case, time is money.
Yeah, you're right. He didn't graduate from a top-level school like you. So you guys would never be able to talk to one another properly.
Then I'm going to stay here and continue doing my work.
Are you really working today, Chloe? It's Saturday.
Are you an idiot? I told you that I do a lot of my work on my own, right? And I do all of it from home. So when it comes to weekdays and weekends, they don't matter to me.
I overheard this from Dad, but you quit your job, didn't you?
And that was because that company wouldn't let me show them my fullest potential, so there was no point staying there. Even though I'm working on my own now and I'm always busy, I at least feel like I'm in control of how much effort I put in.
But does that even mean you're making enough money for yourself? I mean, you're still living at Mom and Dad's place, right?
Yeah, but that's exactly why I'm living with them. They're the ones who take care of the bills, right? I mean, when you were living here, did you ever have to pay them? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, but I was a kid. So of course I never had to pay them.
Whatever. You were still living here rent-free, okay? So don't act like I'm the bad guy here. Man, I'm getting worn out by having to talk to an idiot like you.
Can you please stop calling me that and treating me like one?
Well, maybe you should have thought about that before dropping out of high school.
You should have just gotten your GED.
And since I have zero interest in your fiancé, you can exclude me from your stupid wedding. I need to get back to putting in actual work here.
Well, I'm going to be marrying him whether you like him or not. So you're going to have to meet him eventually, okay? And when that time comes, I don't want to hear you talking to him like you're talking to me right now. I don't care how you talk to me most times, but you won't treat him like the way you treat me. Take that as your one and only warning, okay? Chloe, are you listening to me? OMG, Chloe. For Pete's sake! You don't have to do anything else, but you'd better make it to the wedding for me. That's the least you can do for your sister. Okay, Chloe? Nora, you're going to be marrying Mike, right? Do you mind telling me what his phone number is? Hey, Mom. What's going on? If you have something you want to say to him, you can tell me and I'll let him know later. Well, I just want to talk to him directly. And once the wedding is over, he's no longer going to be my daughter's fiancé, but my son-in-law. So if he ever needs me or I need him, I'd like to be able to contact him. It'd be for the best, right? I guess you have a good point there. Let me ask him really quick if it's okay for me to give you his number. And I'm sure he doesn't have a house phone anymore either, so please make sure it's his cell phone. He said it's okay. And actually, this is really good timing. We just decided where to move to next month after the wedding, so I'll give you our new home address too. Thank you. I'm going to give this information to Chloe as well then. To Chloe? Why would you be giving any of his info to her? Well, she was telling me that she really wanted to talk with Mike at some point before the wedding. Now, hold on a sec here. It was you that said you wanted to talk to Mike, right? Actually, darling, it wasn't me. Chloe was the one who wanted it, actually. Wait! You just told me a second ago that you wanted his number so that you could talk to him directly, right? I didn't really think it mattered if I said I wanted to talk to him or if Chloe did. But Chloe is the kind of person that's going to talk crap to him when she gets the chance. I don't even want to think of all the things she'll try to say to him. So tell her no. I'm not giving his contact info. Come now, Nora. He's going to be her brother-in-law soon. It's just his phone number, right? She just wants to talk with him. So just let her and you can relax a little. What's the big deal here? What's her reason for wanting to talk to him so badly? Don't you see that anytime Chloe talks to anyone I know, she uses that as an opportunity to tell them all sorts of horrible things about me? Just to bring me down? And Dad's been telling you time and time again that you can't keep acting like she's not doing anything wrong. Darling, I just want her to be happy. You as well. I want both of my daughters to be happy. All right. You say that, but when Dad was working overseas while I was in high school, you used all of my lunch money to buy games and crap for her and never for me. And I was left to practically starve at school. And you even stopped taking me to school, and that's why I had to stop going to school, right? You favored her over me. So much. Oh, good God. Are you still going on about everything that happened in the past? Well, yeah. My past still affects me to this day. And now my little sister makes fun of me for something that you and her did. It's not like I wanted to drop out of school. I had no choice. And why am I being made fun of? It's not fair. And if you remember, your dad got very upset with me when he got back home, didn't he? So I already know that what I did was wrong. Are you kidding me? No, you don't. Do you really understand? I do. He even told me that he would divorce me if I ever did something that stupid again. He told me that he'd take you with him and leave me with Chloe. If he did that, Chloe and I would be left with no income and life would have been horrible. And I also didn't want to work, so I made sure that I stopped acting the way I did. Wow. You did not just say that to me. I was about to feel sorry for you, but I'm glad I didn't. Just because you had to pay for your mistakes, that doesn't mean that I can't feel hurt from this. Look, Mom, just don't give Chloe Mike's number. Oh, well, darling. Sorry. I already gave it to her. What? Mom! Do you have any idea what she could do now? She told me before that she doesn't care about Mike or me. So what do you think she's going to do now? She even ditched me at the last minute when I asked her if she was still coming to see his family. Well, it might have to do with me telling her that Mike is a very well-off businessman. What do you mean? She said that someone like you would never be a match for him. Okay. So what? And she thought that she's a better fit to marry someone as successful as him. Okay. What's that supposed to mean? And I actually thought to myself that that was a pretty good idea, too. What the absolute frick? You mean you think that she should marry Mike instead of me? Well, I just thought that they have more in common, you know? They seem to have the same hobbies, they both like to eat good food, and the places he likes to go, etc. Chloe and Mike even sounds better rolling off the tongue. Stop screwing around, Mom. He is my fiancé, Mom. Why are you making this all about Chloe? He's my fiancé. You already ruined my childhood by favoring her over me. You've ruined my education. But I'm not going to let you ruin my relationship with Mike. Well, Chloe is a lot better off than you, right? She even has a better job than you and excels at it. You know it's not easy for her to sit in the house all day working. And I think it's just amazing that she's able to have that kind of self-discipline. At least she keeps herself busy, unlike some people around here. I don't know what kind of job Chloe is doing now, but what does it matter if she's home all day working? She was the one that wanted to work at home all by herself, right? And that's why instead of having her look for a man to marry, I thought I'd look for a man for her. OMG. And you want to tell me that the man you found is my fiancé? Well, you can find someone that isn't as high class like him, right? Chloe has higher expectations in life, so it's only fair that she gets to have Mike instead of you. I can't believe what's coming out of your mouth, Mom. You're meant to be my mom. If anything ruins my relationship with Mike, I'm not only going to cut ties with Chloe, but I swear, Mom, I'll cut you off as well. I mean it, Mom. You guys are getting married next month, right? I know that this might not make it into that thick brain of yours, but I think it's a good idea if you hurry up and call off your engagement. Chloe, what do you want now? Okay, well, I won't beat around the bush then. I'm dating Mike right now, so I'm going to make sure that you both break up and never see each other again. And I think that right now would be the best time for the two of you to break things off. Mike? Can you not read? You know who I'm talking about, right? Your fiancé. Duh. And what do you mean you guys are dating right now? I'm having a very hard time following everything you're telling me right now, Chloe. Him and I are both talking every day. And every couple of weeks we go on a date. And next time I'm planning on going over to your guys' new place. New place? Mom told me that you guys are getting a new house, and she sent me the address. So I'm planning to go over there as a surprise for him. You're joking, right? I'm very serious. You seem to be having a hard time being with Mike,
So I've decided to take him from you.
So you've decided to take him away from me? You're the one taking him from me.
I've heard that he's a very well-off businessman. And because of that, the both of us are actually able to have great conversations. So that would mean that he's meant for someone like me over some lowlife like you, right?
You need to stop screwing around right now, Chloe. Are you even aware of what you've been doing?
I know that he's not from a top-class school like me, but he sure does have all the things I need in a man. So once we've gotten together, we will be like a power couple.
What?
I'm saying that him and I will be way better off than if he chose to marry someone that couldn't even make it past high school. So I'm going to make sure he has a great future by marrying him in your place.
My husband is laughing his butt off right now.
What? Laughing his butt off? Husband?
Well, when we decided to move out that very same day, we also went to apply for our marriage license at the county clerk, which meant that we could register our new home address and get our marriage license all in one day. So if you really thought that you were going to steal my husband from me, you'll have to get him to divorce me first. And in that case, that'd mean you have been having an affair with him. And therefore, I could sue you.
OMG. I can't steal him from you now.
And that's why Mike is laughing right now. He just told me he wants you to stop acting like an idiot because he can't take how funny this is.
What is going on?
He even told me that he's never even seen you in person before. And I just looked through his phone, and there's nothing in here that shows that you've ever even contacted him before. He's just as surprised as I am that you're able to steal someone who you've never even met yet. And that's why we are laughing so much over here.
He's just saying that because he's been cheating on you with me, right? He knows better than to stay with a dropout like you. So he's just making sure that you don't find out that he really has been talking to me. And by the way, he's known me since high school because we both went to the same school.
Are you even aware that Mike hasn't even been in the States for the past 10 years? He went to both high school and college in England. He was in the US up until he finished middle school, and from there he left to go study and work overseas.
What the heck? England?
And when I looked at the school he went to there, it far outranks the college you were at. It makes your college look like a school for dumb kids, if I have to be honest.
But Mike told me that he graduated from a prestigious school in Texas.
Who is this Mike that you're talking about then? Can you describe him or something?
He has dark brown hair and wears glasses. And I'd like to say that he is around 6'1" or so.
Well, my husband has blonde hair and doesn't have glasses or contacts. He's also 6'6".
What? No way. What's his full name? Michael Draves, right?
No, he's just Mike Brown.
Who is that?
That's what I'm asking you about.
But I made sure that the number that Mom gave me was the one that I started texting. And his name was Mike. That's what he told me.
Well, there can be more than one Mike in this world, Chloe. I also just had Mom send me some screenshots of the text she sent you with the numbers. And you know what? I think she typed his number wrong and sent that to you.
She made a mistake?
Well, it seems that whoever you started to text had the same name as my husband. What a coincidence, right?
Could something like that really happen?
Well, I'm just glad that it did this time. This shows me that neither Mom or you were ever able to contact Mike to begin with. And so I don't have to be worried anymore.
Well, whatever, I guess. I was at least able to come out of this with another man that seems to be very well off. Too bad I wasn't able to stop you from getting married, though. I'll get you back next time. But for now, I guess we'll just have to act like this never happened between us.
That sounds good to me.
Hey, Nora! Where are you right now?
Mom might have given me the wrong number for Mike, but she still has the right address of your new place, right? What's wrong? I'm in the middle of my wedding. Wedding? Was that today? Yes, today's mine and Mike's wedding. But I'm with Mom right now. Well, I never invited either of you. And Dad specifically asked me not to invite Mom to this wedding. He said something along the lines of how she's always acting like a complete embarrassment. And he didn't want any of that on my big day. And since Mom and Dad have finalized their divorce, they have no reason to be around each other anymore. I know that. Because he told me to stay away from him as well. And that's why Mom and I came over to your new house. Well, I don't want you there. Go away, the both of you. Well, it was your fault that we were both kicked out of the house. You're responsible for the two of us now. This is what you both get, right? You both have planned on taking my husband away from me, so there's no sympathy from me. Have you thought about asking that guy Michael to help you both out? Oh, wait. I forgot you tried, but he left you in a heartbeat when he found out about who you guys really are. I'm the victim here, Nora. But weren't you the one who wanted to ruin my future by taking my husband from me? And then leaving me stranded at the aisle at my own wedding? That's why I'm so happy that Mom messed up and gave you the wrong phone number. If it wasn't for that, you wouldn't have started talking to some other random man. I'm sorry that you were too stupid to tell that the Mike you were with wasn't my Mike. And that you went ahead and rubbed that in my face. I just wanted my Mike, or Michael, whatever, to give me some money to help me pay off the debt Mom and I have with Dad now. He's asking for around $50,000 in total. Can't you at least help us in some way? You're asking me for help now? I thought that unlike you, Miss Oh So Perfect, I only graduated from middle school. I'm a low-life loser, right? And you're the one who has a nice job that keeps you busy every single day, right? So that $50,000 should mean nothing to you since you must be so successful and rich by now. Well... It's fine, Chloe. I know everything. What do you mean? I haven't said anything. I know how you like to lock yourself in your room all day playing video games while streaming it on Twitch. That's what you call your full-time job, isn't it? And you only have around 20 viewers or something, right? Or has that gone up by now? You have such a great academic background and you're better off than most people, aren't you? Funny that. Because look at you now. All you do is play video games all day. It's about time you got off your high horse. OMG. You've seen my streams? Yeah, sure. A few times. I mean, I watched it for a minute or two, but that was enough to know all I needed to know. And I read the comment section, too. You did? Which ones? Other viewers were asking where you got all that money from. And you said it was because you went to such an amazing university and how you come from a rich background. But what they didn't know is that you're just a lost cause and a recluse who still lives in her parents' house. Why? Because your mom is too delusional to see how much of a loser you really are. I'm not a recluse. I'm just in there working on my streams all the time. Did you forget that before I had to leave high school, all you would do is ask Mom for money? And for what? To spend it all on your stupid video games instead of doing homework. Remember that? Dad was so pissed when he learned how Mom did that. And he even told her that he would divorce her if she ever did that again. And yet here we are. You and Mom are the whole reason why you both don't have a roof over your head now. And guess what? Dad will no longer support you either. You're on your own. Well, Mom's a housewife, isn't she? How is she supposed to earn any money? That's not my problem. You guys can figure this out on your own. If I come home after the wedding and you two are still around my house, I'm going to have to call the police and get them to take care of you. The police? Or we could do this another way. I could just ask you both to pay me to stay on my property. But I'm sure that neither one of you could afford to do that, right? Actually, you know what? I know Mike and I just moved into our new place, but we're planning to move again anyway. So you could take over the house, so long as you can pay the mortgage for it.
But why move again when you just moved in?
Well, because Mike really liked living over in England, and we've decided that we'll move there. And since I don't really have anything holding me down here, I'm going with him.
To England? How are you going to be able to find a job in another country when you can't even find a good job here?
Well, Dad was the one who helped me find a nice job at an accounting company.
An accounting company? You?
Yeah. I've been working there for a long time now. And I've worked my way up and built up a really good resume. I've got plenty of good references from the accounting company I was at. I'm sure that with all this experience and good word, I can find a job over there.
OMG, what the heck? I never knew that.
Well, you never bothered to care about what happened to me. The company covered for my apartment, actually. And when I turned 18, I got my own apartment instead. Dad helped me with that as well. So I am very well equipped to be going to England and finding work there. And if not, at least I'll have Mike making a lot of money. He even said it's fine if I want to live at home not working and just being a housewife. But we'll see how I feel about that when I move there. And that's why I'm going to England with Mike. And won't be around much any longer here.
But how did you even learn accounting without going to school?
I had a very nice boss who taught me everything. And I took some online courses in accounting that he paid for. And now I know everything that I need to know when it comes to accounting. And actually, if I wanted to, I could work freelance as a private accountant over in the UK. I've always been really good with numbers, you see. I guess that's something you didn't know about me. I got top grades in math tests in middle school. So I'm really glad that Dad found me this line of work. It worked out for me just fine. Unlike someone I know.
Wait. Why are you able to do work like that? I'm at a way higher level than you.
Well, sorry, Chloe. I have to get back to my wedding. I have to go. Just be happy that you're that loved that you had everything spoon-fed to you by Mom. You'll be able to figure something out with these new cards you've been dealt with, okay? And you'll only have to take care of Mom now. So that shouldn't be too hard, right? You can use that as another thing to brag about.
No way! I have to have somewhere to do all of my streaming. If I can't find a place to live soon, all my viewers will stop following me and I'll have nothing. I also have to think about how I'm going to pay Dad that $50,000. Help me, Nora!
Nora, I have an idea. If you can do accounting, then why not help me find a way to get the money to pay for a new place and to pay Dad back? Hey, Nora. Are you there? Nora! Hello? It turns out that after my dad kicked those two idiots out of the house, they had to find a way to survive together. My mom still doesn't want to get a proper job, and even if she tried, she's been out of work for so many years, it won't be easy for her to find one. She also has to deal with the failure of raising a spoiled daughter who's just as selfish and lazy as her mother is. I heard that they're living in a shared apartment right now. Somewhere with one bathroom among 4 other strangers who live with them. That sounds uncomfortable to me, but I guess they don't have a choice. And to start making money to pay Dad back, Chloe picked up a part-time job working the night shift at a gas station. The other day, I had another look at my sister's Twitch channel. And it seems like ever since she was kicked out of Dad's place, she hasn't gone online to do more of those live streams. I guess that was the end of her very high-level career, and she'll have to go back to square one. Perhaps learning how to be an adult who has to take care of a full-grown and immature mother will be a good start for her. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to leave a comment, and we look forward to seeing you at the next one.